What's up everyone, my name is Anthony, and in this video I just wanted to do an update on the status of the markets over this past week and what we can expect to see as we move into next week. So this is also just going to be an update on the Aapl account where I follow my Discord plays, and just to mention that there is currently a 14-day free trial for subscription to the Discord where you can see all my signals if you're interested in trying it out for free. And of course the link to join is down in the description below. So just in terms of this account, I actually did recently withdraw around $26,000. And I am working on moving that into a bear market portfolio, and that currently has some SPY and QQQ puts in it. And of course, I'm signaling these in the Discord, and we'll be updating everyone in the Discord with what happens with that bear market portfolio account. So now we're just kind of playing AMC and MRNA right now, and I did just enter SPY puts and QQ puts, which I'll be talking about as we move later into this video. So so things are looking good so far. We are hovering right around all-time highs still, and I think we should be looking forward to getting some more bearish price action in the indexes in the future. So let's go to the technical analysis of this video. So in terms of SPY, so this is the S&P 500 right here, and I want to zoom out a little bit on the price action just to give you a reminder of what's going on. So over here we're working on an extended fifth wave, and within this fifth wave we do have a bullish impulsive wave. So we have a wave 1 up, wave 2 down, this whole wave 3 here, wave 4 down, and then a wave 5 to the upside. So we can subdivide this wave 5, and that's what I'm focusing on right now in terms of trading. So we have a wave 1 up, wave 2 down. This current upside is a wave 3. It looks like we're just about done with that. And then we can expect a wave 4, which is what we're targeting with those puts that were signaled on the Discord. And then we will be pushing lastly upwards for wave 5, and then coming down for that bear market correction probably sometime now in September, just because this wave 5 here has extended a lot. So as you can see, I can keep zooming out on the time frame. Maybe we can go back to the 15-minute time frame, and all these wave 5s have extended. So this wave 5 here has extended, and this wave 5 is of course part of another wave 5 right here, and of course this wave 5 is also part of a broader scale wave 5 right here. So yeah, it's a lot of extensions, and that's what's causing this market to stay afloat for so long. But it is going to happen that we do come down for a bear market correction, and that's what I want to be there with the bear market portfolio, and just playing the puts as best as I can and getting the best entry that we can on these puts. So in terms of what we can expect over the next week or so, let's dive down back to the 3-minute time frame. So we are getting really close to these confluences of Fibonacci extension levels, which just means areas of high resistance. So price action is going to have a lot of trouble getting through these 450 to 451 zones. It could technically come up to 452. That is a 1.618 extension, but I would say that entering puts right around here above 450 is great risk to reward. I do think we can target some levels here, and I will draw those out right now. So we are targeting this wave 4. So what we need to do is draw the retracement from the bottom of this wave 2 up to the top of wave 3. So we'll say if it ends right around here, we can target some of these levels, and I'll point them out in bold. So we'll bold them out. So over here, we do have the 382, so the 38.2% retracement level right around 445. So that is a decent chunk of downside there, maybe around a percentage. And this is pretty, I would say, high probability chance of it reversing somewhere around these levels. So if I can get any high probability chance of getting some downside, I will take that trade immediately. And that's why I did enter puts at the end of this trading day today. So if we remove those levels, I think that we should come up to these levels for that wave 5 of 3. So if you really want to be extremely careful about your entry, we do have within this wave 5, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this wave 5 is also extending. So that wave 5 forms a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this looks like a fifth wave to the upside, or technically this could be a whole wave 4, and we could push upwards a little bit more for that wave 5. So there's some possibilities, but either way, we are coming down for that wave 4 retracement in the future, and that's what I think we should see next week. And after we bottom out here for that wave 4 retracement, maybe around 445 to 446, somewhere around there, then we should push upward for that wave 5. And I'll be looking to take profits on the puts somewhere around these Fibonacci retracement levels. So the same thing is for the Nasdaq. So this is a tech sector. We can pretty much see the exact same scenario. And over here we have that same extended wave 5. And if we subdivide that, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this wave 5, wave 3 is actually extending just like the S&P 500. So in terms of that, we actually subdivide this wave 3 into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's also a lot of Fibonacci confluence levels right around 377. So that's why I tried to enter some puts right around that level today. So And of course, I can show you some of the extension levels right here as well. So within this wave 1, 2, you can see that there is that 2.618 extension level right around 377 as well. So that just marks that there is some confluence here of resistance. So I do think there's really good risk to reward at these levels, and I've marked the Fibonacci retracement levels as well here. So we can target that 38.2% retracement, and that is right around 371. So that is another decent chunk of downside there if we do start retracing now, almost 1.3%. So I did enter SPY and triple Q puts and in the Discord. So I think we should have that retracement in the future. It looks good if we can start rejecting here. We started to get some downside when we entered the puts, which is good, but I would want to see a little bit more confirmation of that bearish signal to confirm that we have entered that wave 4 now. So to summarize, I do think we could push a little bit higher for that wave 5 of 3, just a little bit more of extension of that wave 3, and then we'll retrace for that wave 4. So as long as you catch that major downside for the wave 4, then I think those puts will be producing some good profit. So just in terms of the VIX also supports the technical analysis that I just mentioned. So we are hovering back up to some trendline support and resistance levels right here. So we did fall right through this white support level, and that signaled that the markets could have some more upside. And then we fell below this blue support level as well. So now we're under it. So when we try to re-pop here, so we're expecting there to be some downside to the markets. So that means we could possibly pop up right above this level. So if you do pop up above this level and the VIX goes up, as you know, then the wave 4 retracement for SPY and QQQ should happen. So just in terms of summarizing what happens with the volatility, when you do pop above trendline support and resistances, you tend to get some sort of reaction from the market. So for example, if we do move up above this zone, then we should see these indexes retrace for that wave 4 downwards. So like this. So that's the correlation right there. So not too strict of a correlation, but if we do see VIX close above this trend line support and resistance level, then we can see the markets possibly coming and retracing downwards for that wave 4. So that's going to be it for just the broader markets. Now let's dive into some specific stock picks. So we have MRNA. So this is Moderna stock, and this is actually so far a really good trade. We actually did enter pretty much right at the top of that B wave, and we did create some of that downside. I think the put spreads were up around 60 to 70% today, which is really nice. And in total, they're up very nicely. So just in terms of summarizing the price action, we have the completion of this extended wave 5, and now we are working on this ABC correction to the downside. So, and it looks like we did break right below that trendline support level right here as part of that B wave. So we have that A wave forming an impulse, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our B wave forming a triangle, so an A, B, C, D, E. And that, of course, forms your ascending trend line, and then your bottom ascending trend line as well. And it looks like we did fall and close under it, so that's really bearish. That looks bearish to me. So we could keep retracing downwards. And I do have the retracement levels right here. So just in terms of what we can expect the downside to look like, I would target the 0.618 retracement levels right here and the 0.786, which are right from 296 to 321. So that is a significant amount of downside. That is possibly 15% to 22% more downside to the stock. So I'm trying to target those with some put debit spreads, and so things are looking good so far. Looks like Moderna is still bearish, and MRNA should keep heading downwards in the future. And if we do pop upwards to try to retest that trend line, I will be looking for some kind of bearish rejection off that. So we'll see what happens over the next week or so. But things look to be bearish for this stock. So now let's move on to AMC. So AMC is a pretty interesting pick right here now. So we are forming that bullish impulsive wave, and we're working on trying to find support for this wave 4 within this extended wave 3. So just in terms of zooming out to price action, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. So we do have this wave 1 up, wave 2 down, extended wave 3, push downward for that wave 4, and then we're working on that wave 5 upwards. And within this wave 5, I'm going to go back to the 5-minute time frame, and we have that wave 5, we have a push upwards for the wave 1, then a push downward for the wave 2, and now we're working on an extended wave 3 upwards, and then we should keep heading upwards after that wave 3. So now I'm focusing on trading this kind of wave 3 right here, and we can subdivide this into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so far, this wave 4 is just really trying to find support. It looks like a complex correction to me. So we have like kind of a W, X, Y here, where that W forms kind of like a triangle, and then our X wave is a failed impulse to the upside, and then our Y is just a standard zigzag or another complex correction, just to further push the stock downwards before it can push upwards again. So in terms of AMC, I would recommend holding shares. I think I'm holding like 2 option contracts in my Robinhood, but I would definitely not recommend doing any options. That's why just they're very low equity. I didn't put that much money into them, but yeah, I would say just buying shares with AMC is good at these levels. And of course, the stop loss will be right here. So I think it's around 38.7. So this is a very strict stop loss for me. So if AMC falls below this level, then that means it fell below the wave 1 top, and that invalidates this count. But so far, it's stayed above it and stayed afloat. So as long as we can push impulsively upwards from this area right here, things are looking good. So we should push upwards for that wave 5. And I can actually try to establish some price targets for that. So we do have, we'll take the length of wave 1 right here, and we'll drag it down, say the bottom is right here. We have some extension levels right here at 49.66. And if we do extend that wave 5, we could push upwards to some of these upward targets. But for now, I'm just trying to look for that impulsive break to the upside. And we'll see what happens when we get that. So things are still looking bullish for AMC. Nothing has changed about the wave counts or the technical analysis. We're trying to find support for that wave 4. And I do want to point out that if we look here at this wave 4 on the 5-minute time frame, and we move back to the 1-hour time frame, I want to point out there's very stark similarity between these two structures. So this is that retracement for that wave 4 here, and they're actually taking on very similar structures. So right here, this is the 1-hour time frame, and if we go back to the 5-minute time frame, you can see that they look exactly the same, but this is completely different price action. So that's just to point out that I think we should be pushing upwards more in the future. Things are looking good, especially this complex correction is taking on the same structure as this 1-hour one. So, and we were able to push upwards when we bottomed out here. So yeah, AMC looking good. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord with what happens and here in the YouTube when I do post. So yeah, now we'll move on to GameStop. So we had that completion of the impulse wave all the way up to like almost 500. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we formed this very complicated W, X, Y, X, Z structure. And now it looks like we're trying to push upwards again. So I don't think that GameStop will necessarily attempt to form an impulsive structure to the upside, as that would imply that there is a lot more upside left to the stock, which I don't really necessarily think there is. But I do see some increased price action in GameStop along with AMC, because they usually tend to follow each other. So just in terms of GameStop, I am bullish, but I will not be entering any trades on this stock. So if we move this, let's see. I do think we could start to form some kind of ABC move to the upside if that's a conservative target, just like some kind of ABC move. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that we should see some push to the upside in these meme stocks in the future. So that's going to be it for AMC and GameStop. And now let's move on to Aapl. So Aapl is just kind of sitting here right now for some consolidation. And typically when you think of consolidation, you think of it could push upwards again. So this is what you normally think of, but actually I think it's the opposite right now. So I think that we are going to kind of consolidate more here, and then we're going to fail and then push downwards for that Y wave. So that's what I'm seeing right now. And as part of that bear market portfolio that I mentioned that I'll be posting in my Discord, I will most likely be looking to target some long dated Aapl puts as well, because I do think this stock is heading downwards with that broader market correction that we can be expecting sometime in September possibly. So far things are looking bearish for Aapl. If we want to summarize all the price action, we do have a wave 1 up, wave 2 down, wave 3 up, wave 4 consolidation triangle ABCDE, and then a wave 5 upwards. And then we formed a W wave, which had an ABC within it. And then now we're working on this X wave. So X wave just means failed impulse. And that means we're really failing to move upwards impulsively. And as you can see here, there's really no clear impulsive structure. You can't really label this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of, you'd have to really like push it. And I don't think that's what you see here. I think it's just some kind of 3-wave move structure to the upside. So, and after we kind of top out here for the X wave, and buyers start to realize that, oh, Aapl is unable to really push more up, then the sell-off will, I think, trigger, and you'll have that 3-wave structure to the downside, like this, for that Y wave. So, yeah, Aapl looking bearish, things looking good so far. So now we'll move on to Nvidia. So Nvidia is, like I said previously, one of the rare bullish stocks that I'm actually, I think there's going to be upside for. So just to summarize the wave counts, so we have, I'm going to zoom back to the 1-day time frame. So we have wave 1 up, wave 2 down, wave 3 up, wave 4 complex correction, so like some kind of I think a WXY structure, something like that. And then we pushed upwards for this wave 5, and we're extending that wave 5 into another impulsive wave. So we have a 1, 2, 3, another complex correction, wave 4, and then now we're working on an extended wave 5. And so if we zoom onto the price action that we've seen recently, this bullish price action, I think we are seeing some kind of wave 5, a 5, a 5, a 5, some, like a very last bits of upside push. So I do see Nvidia starting to counter some resistance levels right around these Fibonacci extension levels here. So I marked them in the blue rectangle. So it could push upwards to the 1-to-1 extension zone at 234, or it could start to reject here around 224, 225, and we'll see what happens. Right now it's at 226, so it did pop above that extension zone, so we could see some trouble somewhere around these zones in the blue rectangle, but we'll see what happens. I don't think anymore that this stock is very bullish because we've already gotten a majority of that upside push now. So after we do reject off some of these Fibonacci extension levels, I do see a pretty significant ABC correction forming, and that would be correlated once again with your bear market correction, especially in the tech sector. So as you know, Nvidia does have a major say in the tech sector, and tech sector also has a say in Nvidia, just vice versa. So when we do see a push to the upside, a final push to the upside, this makes sense because the markets are predicted to come down after this final wave 5 of 5 of 5. So we'll push downwards for that. And same thing with Nvidia, and same thing with Apple as well. So everything's looking to push downwards in the future soon, and we just need to capture that downside. So Nvidia is looking bearish once we hit some of these upper targets right here, and these are just areas of high resistance. So just in terms of individual stocks, you can actually just kind of confirm the market analysis with most individual stocks. I think that a lot of things are starting to shape up bearish, like just like MRNA, for example. Like these stocks are working on some corrective moves. So that just points to the fact that markets should be correcting sometime in September. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think things are looking good so far in terms of all these stocks and all these market indexes. And trading them bearishly looks like a good risk to reward at these levels. So of course, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord for what happens. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.